Hey friends, we are in the basement. Today we are experimenting with winter sowing. This is a Sterilite container that I bought on Amazon. It is 14 inches by 11 inches by 6 1/4 if you want to know. And I am part of a Facebook group called Wintersowing. It's a very active group online, and I got the idea of this from someone who was talking about having to keep track of all the little containers and the mess they make and the wind picking them up. And her solution a couple years ago was to start buying these containers, and she winter sows in these. So what I did is I bought a 4-pack. They come with lids back there. And I had my husband drill holes in the bottom. So I've got holes in the bottom for drainage. And then on the tops, here, I'll show you. On the tops, he also drilled holes. That's so that moisture can get in. So if it rains or snows on top of these, that will drip down into here and water them. As it gets a little bit closer to summer and starts to dry out, I'll have to go out and water them myself a little bit. But these will sit on top of here and make little greenhouses. So I'm going to experiment with these 2 ways. I got 4 containers. 2 of them I'm putting soil in. I'm going to plant directly in here and put the lids on. And 2 of them I'm going to put containers in like this. And I'm going to plant in those, put the lid on, and see how they do. And we're just going to experiment and see how they go. If this is a good idea, if they work well, then maybe every year I'll grab a couple more of these. I wouldn't want to buy a ton of them all at once. That'd be expensive. But if I got like 4 every year, wash them out, clean them out, save them every year to year, and then I could stop engaging in trash collection wars with my husband every winter. So in this one, I have got all seeds that I have not sown yet. So these are things I went through and picked up that are adaptable to the cold. So on a seed packet, you're going to look for things that say cold hardy or early start or plant before first frost. Think things that are cool weather, brassicas, poppies, things like that. So what I've decided to put in here is calendulas. I got Snow Princess here and Pink Surprise. These are 2 varieties that I haven't done already inside the house. I have got some saved seeds. These are Snapdragon seeds, and I think saved seeds are a really good thing to do winter sowing because it's not as awful if you lose them as if you lost a brand new seed packet you just bought. I guess at least I think that way. I saved these and I've got like 3 of these packets. So if I use one and they don't work, it's going to be okay. But there's quite a few seeds in here from Snapdragons that I saved last year. So those are going to go in here. Hiss up. I have a bunch of this that's self-seeded in the backyard, but I do want more to move to another location. And I'm afraid that where it was at last year, it might get trampled in our construction in the spring. So I'm going to start some of this. 2 kales. That's curled kale. And this one is really pretty scarlet kale. I'm going to start those. These are really cold hardy. And then I'm going to do just 1 cabbage. Cabbage should work. It's cold hardy, but I've got some cabbage in the house. But however, none of my red cabbage has come up in the house. So this is red acre cabbage, and I'm going to go ahead and start some of that outside as well. And how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think that's all I'm going to do in this container. In my other container that I'm going to start with these, I actually didn't put new things in here. These are all things that I had in the basement that I think would benefit from cold stratification. Things that are not germinating in my basement. So sage, the lavenders, the bells of Ireland, tithonia. I think that's it. And to be very clear, the lavender and the bells of Ireland both had 1 cup that germinated. That one is staying in the house. You cannot let anything that you germinate go outside. Even in these containers, it will die. This is only for things that have not germinated. So I'm thinking these are going to be duds in the house for whatever reason. So it's not going to hurt me any to throw them outside and see if having some cold stratification helps them out. So I'm going to use 1 container of things I started in the house that did not germinate. And I'll keep that in mind when I judge how successful it was. And then the second container will all be things I planted fresh from seed. This one, I'm going to judge a little bit more harshly. So these 2 are going to go out. And in my 2 larger containers with soil, I'm going to do an entire one with calendula, the Pacific Cutie blend. And I love calendula. I love it in the garden. It grows great. It grows all summer long. It grows easy in the cold. It's beautiful. Pollinators love it. And you can also use it in home care remedies and in especially skin ointment kind of things. And it's edible. My daughter will pick these out of the garden and munch on them as she's walking around. So I'm going to do a whole packet in one of these containers. The other one, I got this free lettuce from Seeds and Such. It's called Lettuce Prize Head. So I wanted to start one kind of head lettuce and see if the lettuce would do okay. Lettuce is cold hardy and likes the cold, but I'm not sure how well it will do with winter sowing. So I wanted to find out. So free seed packet. We're going to try it. We're going to try these. I'm going to put those in there, and then I'm going to get some water on them and we'll put them outside. Okay, I've got all my calendula planted in here, and I'm just going to sow a little bit of soil over the top. I watered them all in really good. See this here? And I'm going to go ahead and put one of these tops on. Remember, it's got the holes in it. Seal off this. Maybe. And then this container is ready to go outside, fully stocked with about 100 calendula. So if it works, I'm going to have tons and tons and tons of calendula. So I'm going to go ahead and stack all 4 boxes and take them outside and put them in their home for the winter.